maintain my equipment. I do oil change, fuel filter change, CCV filter change on a regular. We don't miss that. All right, that's one thing. So the truck itself is a brand new truck. You should not have any problems with a brand new truck. Although it's a machine and it can break down, like in Bennii's truck, she broke down within the first 2 months. But that's because of some manufacturing issues. My truck's been going strong for a year and a half now. Alright, so we don't have a lot of issues. We don't have a lot of blowouts. Alright, maybe when I first started, I had those issues. I don't have those issues anymore.
So, why did you have those first issues though?
Because I didn't know what I was doing. Nobody taught me. Nobody told me. Nobody told me I should run with 14 ply tires or even 16 ply tires. I was running around here with the tires I got from the used tire shop. I didn't know any better. That shit blew out on me every 3 weeks. I was going through tires like at least 1 or 2 every 3 weeks. So I didn't know any better. The new truck helped me because my old truck, our old truck broke down at least every 3 weeks. Something minor stuff, nothing to really keep me down if I'm going. Once I swapped out my engine the first month, you know, but it was always something. The turbo hose blew off. I had to replace some kind of sensor, something, always something simple and stupid I had to do on that truck. The new truck that I haven't given me any issues. I'm just down for any long period of time.
DOT, did they ever mess with you when you first started?
DOT mess with me all the time. They love me. DOT will love you too, especially when you're new, especially when you don't know what you're doing. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to prevent people from going through the headaches that we went through. All right? You gotta make sure you got your medical card, all that stuff up to date. You gotta make sure all your tags, your paperwork, everything's always in the truck, your insurance, all that stuff's up to date, all that stuff's in your truck. Avoid DOT negative inspections, because every time you pass by a DOT waste station, they know you, they know your truck, they know your number, they're reading all that information.
Let me tell you how it works. So, and I've seen this firsthand. VIP section, I've seen it, they showed me on their screen when you roll through that DOT section, right, or the scale. When you come through the scale, they got I guess it's what
code readers.
Not the code readers. They can read your plates, which is one. Everybody knows that. But as well as the tire pressure, your tire pressure, they can sense the heat in your tire. They can sense if you have low PSI in your tires. That's one. They can tell your weight. They can see what type of weight that you got. They also have what I've heard, infrared scanners. I don't know if that's true to check inside your trailer, but if you're doing freight like we doing or car hauling, they ain't gonna be doing all of that. Now, when they run you up, it shows on the screen, inspect or let you go by. Meaning is, let's say you got a couple violations in the past, right? And let's say your score is not too well, all right? Our score when I walked in there was a couple months ago was at like 84, all right? Score can go anywhere between 1 to 100, he said. 1 to 100. 1 being the best, 100 being the worst. If you're at 100, you're actually out of service. You can't operate on the highways at all. So it's 1 to 99. I scored at 84 at one point, and we being real with you guys in the beginning, our mistakes that he made, mistakes that I made, the drivers that we had a couple drivers before, they made some mistakes, and that went on our score. It penalized us. Our score's at a 78 now, so that means that it's going down. We've been getting checks, getting good checks, and it's been going down. But anyway, because we're at a 78 right now, I think he said once you get past that 50, because you're at that 50, they're gonna, on the screen it shows inspect, meaning, hey, pull him to the back. So no matter what scale you go on, it's gonna read red, it's gonna send you to the back. Unless you just got a check yesterday, they're gonna pull you to the back. You feel what I'm saying?
Drugs or alcohol.
There you go.
1 out of 4 gonna be out of service for something on their truck, like your chain's not hooked up properly. Something you're gonna be out of service for something. So 25% of us are dirty out here some way somehow. And if you meet a DOT officer, he could find a reason to put you out of service. If you say something to them negative, if they don't like it, they will find a reason to put you out of service. It's just what it is. So you gotta be careful with DOT officers. You gotta be as nice as you can be. You gotta be as clean as you can be. And when you know you're clean, do what I'm doing. Go into the weigh station. Do not avoid the weigh station. Go to them, ask them, say, hey, look, man, I need a check. Can you guys please give me an inspection?
So wait. You were actually telling people to stop avoiding it and actually go in there?
Yeah, if you know your truck is good, everything's clean, your paperwork's straight, all your lights are working, go to the weigh station and ask them for a voluntary check, a voluntary inspection. Try to do that as much as you can. Once a month, twice a month if you can. The more good ones you get, the better your score will get. I'm gonna tell you what they told me. They said for every one bad one you get, you practically need 3 or 4 good ones to eliminate that bad one. It's not easy. Once you start getting negative inspections, it's not easy to take it back down. But if you're running around here avoiding the inspection, only thing they're seeing is negative, negative, negative. They're not seeing any positives. I go to the weigh station. I go in the office, knock on their window. Hey man, you guys have enough time today to perhaps give me an inspection, a level 1 inspection? Sometimes they do it, sometimes they say they're too busy or they're not doing it right now. Most times when you go in there, they're going to tell you, nah, we can't do it right now. You know why? Because they're not pulling you over. You're actually going in there and voluntarily asking them for an inspection. A lot of times they don't want to give you an inspection. It's like going to class or going to work. The manager only calls you to the office when he got something negative to tell you, 9 times out of 10. If you're doing a great job, very rarely do he call you in the office and say, man, you're doing a wonderful job, let me give you a raise. Well, go ahead and, can I say that? The F word?
Yeah, you can.
But go ahead and fuck up. You see how quick you get into the office. You see how quick you get reprimanded. That's just human nature. Humans only program most times to give you bad news, bad energy.
You like the negative.
Yeah. Humans are not really programmed to give you good news. That's a learned ability over time. Hey man, you're doing a good job, man. I appreciate you. You know, let me give you a bonus or something, give you a couple of days, whatever the case may be.
Nah, for real though.
They don't do that.
For real though.
Yeah. For real what?
Bonus, man.
Oh hell no, you just gave away your bonus.
We at a casino right now, so you know that's what we're shooting in the hotel. That we're at a casino, but